Drinking water wrong? This simple trick boosts flow for men's sexual health. Do you think that declining performance, or even the fact that your little friend no longer achieves the size and hardness it once did, is a death sentence caused by aging? I know many of you are feeling desperate. You've tried expensive pills, complex medical therapies, but then failed and felt like your body was betraying you. You're anxious, insecure, and think your peak years have truly ended. But the truth is not like that. Imagine this. An erection is essentially just a hydraulic event. But if your blood is thickening like syrup instead of water, then no matter how many supplements you take, your heart cannot pump blood to where it needs to go. The problem doesn't lie in your manhood, but in a basic biological habit you're doing wrong every day. It's the way you drink water. Today, I will share with you 8 secrets about drinking water, from rhythm, timing, to composition. This is the natural, free method that helped my patient William regain his confidence and vitality in just 3 weeks. Let's explore how to restore your blood flow to its strongest state right now. Understanding the mechanism. To understand why water changes everything, we need to look at the internal mechanism. At its core, an erection is a hydraulic event. It's not magic, it's physiology. Your body needs to push blood into tissues and keep it there under high pressure. Addressing size concerns. Imagine your little friend is like a sponge. When a sponge is dry, it shrinks, becomes hard and small. But when it absorbs enough water, it expands to its maximum inherent size. When you're dehydrated, erectile tissues cannot expand fully, making you appear smaller than you actually are. Drinking water properly doesn't make you abnormally longer, but it helps you recover the maximum natural size you've lost due to dehydration. But what happens when your blood is dehydrated? First, it becomes concentrated. Over 90% of blood plasma is water. When dehydrated, blood becomes more viscous. Imagine trying to push syrup through a straw instead of water. Your heart has to work overtime, and that syrup-thick blood flow has great difficulty entering the tiny capillaries in erectile tissue. The result is weak erection that cannot be sustained long. Second, dehydration activates survival mode. The body secretes cortisol, the stress hormone. And remember this rule: when cortisol rises, testosterone must fall. The body will prioritize water for the heart and brain, considering sexual function a luxury and cutting it off. So how do we reverse this process? Here are 8 specific strategies. Secret Hasson: drink proactively. Never wait until thirsty. The biggest mistake I often see in men, especially busy ones, is the habit of only drinking water when they start feeling thirsty. You might think this is a smart way of listening to your body, but in reality, the sensation of thirst is not a gentle reminder. In physiology, when the thirst signal appears, it's a red alert, a final signal showing your cells have been in severe water deficiency for a long time. Why does this directly affect your prowess? Let's use a visual analogy. Imagine your little friend is like a sponge. For that sponge to expand fully, soft yet powerful, it must be sufficiently soaked in liquid. When you let your body become dehydrated, this sponge will shrink, become dry and hard and smaller than its actual size. An erection is essentially a hydraulic event. To achieve maximum natural tension and size, erectile tissues must be filled with blood. If you don't drink water proactively, blood volume will decrease, preventing these tissues from ever expanding 100%. Drinking water proactively is how you recover your inherent vitality without needing any expensive or risky intervention solutions. When you maintain stable water levels, blood plasma, over 90% water, will maintain ideal volume. This helps blood circulate smoothly, easily penetrating the smallest capillaries. Alpha strategy for you: never let yourself fall into a putting out fires situation. Keep a water bottle right at your desk, in your car, or wherever you spend most of your time. The goal isn't to drink a lot at once, but to sip a few small sips every 15 to 20 minutes throughout the day. This small habit is like maintaining a continuous flow, helping stabilize nitric oxide concentration, the golden molecule that helps dilate blood vessels and enhance endurance for men. Secret hash 2. Sip, never gulp. After understanding the importance of drinking water proactively, we need to fix the second common mistake: the method of bringing water into the body. Many men have the habit of catch-up drinking, meaning after forgetting to drink water for several hours, they'll grab a large bottle and gulp it all down in one go. They believe this will compensate for lost water, but the scientific truth is completely opposite. The human biological system has a certain absorption limit. Physiological studies show that our body can only effectively absorb and process about 7 to 10 ounces of water at one time. When you suddenly dump a huge amount of water into your stomach, the kidney's filtering system becomes overloaded. Instead of water being delivered into cells for hydration, most of that water will be pushed straight to the bladder and eliminated through urination after just a few minutes. You'll find yourself going to the bathroom more, but in reality, the cells inside are still thirsty. Imagine watering plants to understand better. If you dump a whole bucket of water on dry soil, the soil surface will become compacted. Water will overflow around and run off without soaking down to the roots. But if you use a drip irrigation system, little by little, persistently, the soil will have time to soak deep to the roots. Your cells and blood vessels work exactly the same way. Formula for implementation to maintain enduring vitality. To never forget and execute this technique correctly, apply the habit stacking method. Instead of using a small cup, always prepare a full water bottle within sight. Every time you check your phone or every time you finish a call, take exactly 2 small sips. This drip drinking method is the golden key to keeping blood viscosity always in perfect state. It helps blood flow not thicken like syrup, reduces pressure on the heart, and ensures circulation flow remains strong and enduring to organ tissues. This is the core foundation that helps men maintain prowess and fulfillment in all circumstances. Secret hash 3. Golden timing. The 30-minute rule for peak performance. Many men have the habit of drinking while eating or consuming a large amount of water immediately after meals to quench thirst. However, if you're looking for a natural solution to improve male strength, this is the first habit you need to break. In health science, drinking water at the wrong time during meals is the silent barrier preventing your body from achieving its most ideal state. Why is drinking water while eating a mistake? Our stomach is a chemical factory that needs extremely strong acid concentration to break down food. When you pour a large amount of liquid into your stomach while eating, you're directly diluting gastric juice and stomach acid. This causes a chain effect. The body has great difficulty breaking down protein structures and absorbing essential nutrients like zinc, magnesium, and amino acids. For men, zinc and magnesium are the 2 most important building blocks for constructing testosterone and maintaining vascular system health. When stomach acid is diluted, these minerals will pass through the digestive system without being effectively absorbed, making all your dietary efforts or food supplementation meaningless. 30-minute rule strategy for you. To optimize both digestion and hormone levels, you need to apply the following golden time strategy. 30 minutes before meals. Drink a full glass of filtered water. This action serves as a warm-up step, helping hydrate the stomach lining and activate gastric juice secretion ready for digestion. When you start eating 30 minutes later, your stomach is in the most optimal state to process food. During meals, only take extremely small sips if you really feel necessary to lubricate your throat. Absolutely don't drink a large glass. 30 minutes after meals. Let the digestive system work quietly for at least half an hour before you consume more water. This ensures nutrients that help enhance blood circulation and hormones have been fully absorbed into the bloodstream. Small change, big results. By separating water, drinking, and eating, you're helping the body optimize energy and hormone flow from within. When nutrients are fully absorbed, the vascular system will receive the best support, thereby improving endurance and fulfillment without needing any miracle drugs. Start implementing the 30-minute rule from your next meal to feel the difference in your own energy and alertness. Secret hash 4. Water temperature. The key to vasodilation. The temperature of water you drink daily has a direct impact on your body's blood circulation ability. A glass of cold ice water may bring instant refreshment, but it causes vasoconstriction. When exposed to low temperatures, your blood vessels will constrict, slowing the absorption process and hindering blood flow to important areas for maintaining hardness and endurance. Simple but effective solution. Prioritize using room temperature water or slightly cool water. This is the state that helps the body rehydrate fastest, reduces pressure on the digestive system, and supports overall circulation optimally. Implementation formula. To avoid using ice water out of habit, always prepare a bottle of filtered water right on your desk. When blood vessels aren't constricted by cold temperature, your body will be in the most ready state to operate physiological functions smoothly. Secret hash 5. Drinking posture. Activating alpha state. There's a truth that surprises many men. It's not just what you drink, but your posture when drinking also determines its effectiveness. When you stand or drink while walking, the body still maintains a light fight-or-flight state. At this time, blood tends to pool in the legs, making water absorption in the intestines and cells not the body's top priority. Alpha strategy for you. Take a few seconds to sit down comfortably, relax your shoulders, and breathe deeply when drinking water. This posture activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest state. When the body relaxes, blood flow isn't pooled entirely in the legs but will circulate better in the central area and pelvic region. This is the smartest way to fuel to ensure stability for circulation and male endurance. Secret #6. Avoid the diuretic trap. Maintain blood volume. Many people mistakenly believe that drinking coffee, tea, or soda is also hydrating, but in reality, this is a trap that silently causes dehydration. Beverages containing caffeine and alcohol like wine, beer act as diuretics, causing kidneys to eliminate more water from the body than the amount you take in. When blood volume decreases due to dehydration, blood will become thicker, making it difficult to circulate to vital organs. Balance rule to maintain performance. I'm not advising you to completely give up the habit of enjoying coffee or a glass of wine. However, to protect vascular health and circulatory system flexibility, apply the rule. For each cup of coffee or glass of alcohol, drink an additional glass of filtered water immediately after. This is the only and simplest way to keep blood volume stable, ensuring the body's sharp responsiveness in all situations. Secret #7. Morning minerals, awakening cells. After 6 to 8 hours of long sleep, your body wakes up in a severely dehydrated state. If you only drink a regular glass of filtered water at this time, water tends to slip through the digestive system and be eliminated quickly rather than being retained to nourish the body. Small but powerful tip. Add a bit of sea salt or pink Himalayan salt to your first glass of water in the morning. This isn't simply salt, but a source of magnesium, potassium, and trace minerals that act as natural electrolytes. They help pull water deep inside cells, helping you hydrate instantly, stabilizing blood plasma, and creating a foundation for healthy circulation throughout the day. Precise dosage. You don't need much. Just a very small amount, equivalent to a grain of rice or 1/8 teaspoon, is enough to make a difference. Important safety note. Your safety is always my #1 priority. If you're being treated for high blood pressure, kidney disease, or have a history of seizures, please skip this salt-adding step or consult your doctor before implementing. Don't worry, because as long as you correctly apply the sipping water techniques and proper timing I've shared, you can still achieve 90% health improvement effectiveness without needing salt. Secret #8. Nasal breathing, activating superfuel for blood flow. To close out the body optimization process, we cannot ignore a key factor: nitric oxide. This is the body's most powerful natural vasodilator, acting as a control command, requiring blood vessels to expand so flow circulates more easily and powerfully. Why breathe through the nose? Instead of using expensive supplements, you can produce nitric oxide right in your nasal sinuses through proper breathing. This is the core foundation for maintaining natural endurance and hardness for men. How to perform circulation battery charging. Right after drinking your first glass of mineral water in the morning, take a few minutes to perform the following breathing cycle. Inhale very slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath gently for 2 seconds. Exhale through your nose even more slowly, extending for 6 seconds. Repeating this cycle a few times will help stimulate nitric oxide production, improve vascular tone and oxygen transport to every corner of the body. Consider this the perfect engine start step to ensure your blood flow is always in the most ready state before starting a new day. Quick summary. To help you easily apply starting today, here's a quick summary. Sip consistently. Drink continuously in small sips. Don't wait until thirsty. Timing. Drink 30 minutes before eating. Avoid drinking during meals. Temperature. Use room temperature water. Avoid ice water. Posture. Sit relaxed when drinking. Balance. 1 cup of coffee equals compensate with 1 glass of water. Mineral. Add 1 small grain of salt to morning water, if no underlying conditions. Breath. Breathe through nose to activate blood circulation. Case study. William's story. To show you how effective these changes truly are, let me tell you about William, a retired engineer in his late 60 seconds. When he came to me, William carried deep disappointment. He always felt physically exhausted, mentally foggy, and especially completely disconnected in his intimate life. Like many men, he completely accepted it. and believed all this was simply due to old age. However, when we carefully observed his daily habits, the real problem emerged. William drank coffee instead of water throughout the morning, drank very little water until lunch, and then drank large gulps of ice water right after meals. William decided to completely change according to the method I just shared, starting the day with a glass of room temperature mineral water, sipping small amounts throughout the day, and combining with nasal breathing exercises. The results came astonishingly fast. Within just 2 weeks, his energy and concentration ability improved noticeably. By week 3, confidence had returned, not only in daily life but also in the most private moments. The miraculous thing is William didn't need any expensive drugs. He just needed to understand and correctly implement proper body hydration. The changes I just shared may seem simple, but they're based on the most powerful physiological truths of the male body. Don't let age or expensive pills deceive you. It's the small habits repeated daily that are the key to creating the greatest transformation. To not just stop at watching but truly change your performance, I want you to take 3 actions right now. Set up a clean water zone. Place a room temperature water bottle right at your desk or where you sit most to start the habit of sipping small amounts instead of gulping. Perform the nitric oxide breathing exercise. Right after this video, inhale through your nose for 4 seconds and exhale slowly for 6 seconds to activate your blood flow. Subscribe and share. If you feel this message brings hope, hit the subscribe button and like this video. This is the best way to ensure you don't miss the next video, where I'll reveal 5 superfoods that enhance blood circulation even more powerfully. Remember, your confidence lies in your own hands and your glass of water.